Like some all first verse shit.
Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Fat Boy, what's going on?
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Check out Damn I'm Wild.
Man, Fat Boy, cook up.
Man, Fat Boy say, I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same.
Cuban! Let me ask you a question, my nigga. Who's your favorite blogger? And that's rhetorical. Who's your favorite blogger, yo? My nigga, let me tell you something you might not know. Behind the scenes, when I talk to other bloggers and members of media and shit like that, you know what? They all, including me, for the longest, have said the same thing about you, bro. You're not bad, but something just missing. Something ain't right. Something isn't happening that should be happening. Something need to be corrected, but I can't figure out what it is. This how nice of a motherfucker I am. I'm gonna tell you before the intro, just one problem. Just one. You ready for this? This is what I realized you got, bro. You got ill will's disease. Now hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna explain all of this, right? My nigga, when you throw an air ball, that bitch is bad. If he die, how a man supposed to take care of his kid? If he die, how a man supposed to take care of his wife? If he die, you out here smoking weed? If he die, oh, you a drunk? You like to drink all the goddamn time? If he die, now we have some fun. I'ma really tell you what's wrong with your shit, bro. We gonna fix all this today. I got you.
Pardon the arm bent, but you can't stop with the God sent. I'm living on offense. Prick, I knock your bitch, that's my dog sense. Nonsense, put your boss under my armpit. My game plan still a milli, bro. The takeover happened, they was looking silly though. Big gun won't flash it in my videos. Big drum, you won't never know how many though. Motherfucker stupid thinking I don't do this. I say brotherhood, that's 12 battle rappers shooting. Niggas wild hit, tell Nick recruit the goofies. Before I burn them with my bad bitch, her name Karuchi. I put this bitch on your head, make a pop a coochie. One drop, I'm Bill Cosby in a Skittle Coochie. You know the vibe, shout the big nigga. And you can't think straight if you a scared nigga.
If it's war, then we gon' roll. My head is really on call. 5 niggas in the 4-door, gotta win it all cost. 9 million in the sold on. 2-5 semis in the 4-4. Welcome to the good spot. Hey, niggas get gunned down. Time from good shots. Running from good sales. Still screaming fuck shots. Only on the hood now. Ain't no one was on team.
You can call me Fat Boy, man. AKA, I'm not in the NBA, but I am the 2 guard. AKA, I might not be the man, but I'm right next to God. Shout out to you, and you. Don't adjust your volume, my nigga. It's a waste of time. The accent is just fucked up. I'm from Baltimore. You should already know. Let's just start the show. Shout out to all the wild goons, all the lady wild goons, the London goons, the Africa goons, the South African goons, all that good shit. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you tuning in. Episode 9 of Raise the Stock. We're going to talk about Squeako and Cuban. Cuban! I got quite a bit to say to you, bro, so I'm going to start with you first. I watched this battle with you and Squeako probably 4 or 5 times, bro, and I was determined to watch your content and break your style down and get a bunch of answers for you, because you should be near the top. You ain't been here for 20 minutes. You've been here for about an hour now. You understand what I'm saying? You should be at the top of your class. You should be mentioned in these Ace I Mean, Kid Chaos bags. You should be in that group. And I don't think amongst the fans you are. I don't think you at one point you was the fan favorite. I know you got the Smack Gunner stamp and all that shit, and all of that's dope. Believe me, I understand that it's dope. But there's some things going on where, like I said, amongst the media and the fans, it's like, we can't figure out why this nigga not amongst the best. What's going on here?
I don't know. I was about to ask you the same shit.
You need to go to the Rex School of Battle Rap. You just do. It's all in your delivery, bruh. it's your delivery. You write really good material. You do. You write good material. My opinion is you don't write great material. You can battle. My nigga, if I never saw a battle before and you was the first battler I saw versus somebody else, I'd be like, oh, this nigga fire. But if I see somebody else who can do this way better than you, and we gonna make a comparison here in a second, I'd be like, oh, but he not as good as him. Now, don't take offense to none of this. I'm gonna explain all of what I'm saying. So let's start here. I'm watching your content, bro. The self-defense bar was fire. Cried over a brick, fire. The best witness is a dead witness, fire. Listen, I understand everything is not going to be a fucking haymaker. The problem is in your delivery, though. You from that Goonies era of battle rap where everything you do is yelling. All of it. You basically yelling for the entire battle. Drugs, yelling the entire battle. Jack, yelling the entire battle. Ryder, yelling for most of the battle. Go to the rec school of battle rap, my nigga.
Against good, y'all seen him, he was rapping fast and wild. I told him, get into that shit, nigga. Slow it down. Go ahead, talk to them people. Turn around.
Slow it down. Take it easy. Get into your content, bro. The comparison I'm talking about, though. Let's make this comparison. Again, I'm not saying he rap like Surf. Listen to me closely. Let me explain. Surf can talk that street shit. Now, Surf got a bunch of other superpowers, but Surf can talk that street shit. But both of y'all can write. That's y'all strength. That's y'all main strength. Y'all are writers. You know what I'm saying? You got time in on doing other shit, but y'all are writers, bro. When you writing your content, you gotta write shit in there where you get to really talk to a nigga.
It's easy to put in work on this stage. Them air guns be exciting. Anybody can let off these type of rounds, because they don't come with indictments.
You a smart nigga, I can tell. You intelligent. Use that shit to your advantage and really talk to niggas. Get up in the nigga space and be personal. Deliver the content. Point in the nigga face if you got to. I'm watching a lot of wild energy on stage, and then you do shit like, if he die, and it don't land. You had like 4 of those in this battle where you yelled some shit and it just didn't land. Surf does a great job of knowing when to talk and point and make a point in the delivery of his content.
You battle PGs, so you PG. Had to get solidified on the proving ground. I be so high up, battling niggas like you is how I prove his ground.
It's what separates him from what he does and what you do. Here's another thing. These setups that you doing, bro. How have y'all not learned from Mr. Wavy? How? How have y'all not learned, bro? I don't understand how y'all haven't learned yet. Stop trying to do these dramatic setups and just yell a punchline after a pause. You say some shit, you wait, and you try to deliver it with so much super conviction, and it don't work. So let me play back for you what this looks like when you do that shit.
You had a little scrap with the other the Dawn. Me and my bros been in fights for our life, and we never had to brag about swinging next shot.
Fuck that mean.
That's a hollow you can brag about beating. I'm all in. I'm all in.
Don't ever do that, bruh. Don't ever do that shit. Again, you write good. I don't think you write great. You have moments where you say some really great shit. And again, I understand that everything won't be a haymaker. But I think when you're not writing your best haymakers, you gotta incorporate some of that surf type writing where you just talking to a nigga. And it's not about the yelling. The whole round don't have to be yelling, bro. I think that once niggas see you differently and you start to change your style and you look different on camera with your delivery, it'll be different for you. You was able to play off that Maryland crowd. I'm not going to say it was gas. I don't feel like what I watched was gas. It didn't appear to be that way. You're not going to be able to always get away with that, obviously. Every battle you have is not going to be in Maryland. You're not going to always be able to yell, Maryland, what up? Or like, this Maryland, this my shit. So when you can't yell that, how you supposed to get the crowd behind you, bro? It's got to be in your conviction. But again, it's in what you say. You know what I'm saying? And how you say it. You can never forget that shit. I think you dope on stage with the energy, with the performance. You do a lot of things well. I don't think you do one thing really great. And I think that's what's stopping you from moving up to that next level. The fans gotta have something that they can depend on when they see you. And I just don't see that one thing. You know what I'm saying? So something has to give, bro. You're gonna have to elevate that. As far as this battle was concerned, though, again, another performance from Cuban that was not bad. The writing was good. Nigga gave you a solid performance. Good battle. But at the end of it, I didn't walk away feeling like, damn, this nigga was crazy. This nigga was fire. Now, if you're in the venue, maybe you walked away feeling a little different because you got to experience it live. But on camera, I'm sitting here like, this was good, but I'm not inspired to feel like this nigga's one of the elite of his class. He's just another good battle rapper, but he don't have a thing. He don't have a staple. And you gotta come up with something. And I think that you'll stand out more if you switch up how you deliver your content, bro. That's all. That's really all I got for you, my nigga. My grade for you and all this, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like you really just a solid B+, a solid B. Nothing amazing. You have moments where you good, but nothing amazing. So I feel like that's where you can improve, bro. You got to work on a few of them things. Next up, my nigga Squeako. Squeako! Throwing cigarettes to the work release. I like that shit. Yo, Squeako got advantages that he just not using, yo. He waited all the way into the third round to really get in his fucking bag and start landing shots, like real fucking shots. I feel like in the second round, he kind of cheated his way through. I'm just going to name all the Goonies off, take shots at all of them. Now, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it was a strategic play to set up matchups with these niggas or create a rivalry with these niggas or whatever. Maybe it was that. I'm going to give a nigga benefit of the doubt. But in my mind, I feel like it was just a cheap play out. I don't got a whole lot to say to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to just name some Goonies, take shots at them niggas, and get out of the second round. The first round, you tried to hit the nigga with, you almost got into an almost fight. And I felt like you tried to go after him, but you ain't really say shit to the nigga in that moment. You could have really used that opportunity to get some shit off. And I understand you like, oh, I'm from a different era, my nigga. You step on the crack or whatever, we got to fight after that. And I get that. But you really could have took it somewhere else. I'm not expecting Squeako to write over my head. That's just not his shit. And like he said in the beginning of the battle, he direct, he to the point, and that's cool. But you got to use your strengths, my nigga. If you're really from that era of scraping pots and I knock your mama off I brush the man off your shoulder and all that shit, you really from that era, you got to get in that bag from round one, my nigga. You waited to the third round to use that type of material when you got it in your back pocket. What you waiting for? Another advantage that you got that you just didn't take advantage of is the fact that right now that southern slang, much like a swamp or anybody else that's coming from the Carolinas and all that shit right now, you got that accent, bruh. Use that shit to your advantage. And one thing I know, my grandmama from the South, my mama from the South, They say shit you ain't never heard a motherfucker say before. The sayings in the South, you got Skates, you got Squeako, you got Swamp, you got all these niggas from the South who got that accent, and y'all come from a place where niggas say shit you ain't never heard nobody say. Use that shit to your advantage. Them slick ass little sayings, them OG sayings, my nigga. You just said it yourself. These niggas is worrying about wearing the Jordans. You watch them play. Me too, my nigga. Use that shit to your advantage for all 3 rounds. Don't wait till the end of the fucking battle. Because I think it's clear you got the third. And as good as a round as Cuban had in the first, I feel like it was definitely beatable had you did anything close to what you did in the third. But the difference was in the first, you didn't use that type of material. My nigga, if you're going to be in that OG Moon type status where you're going to talk some OG shit and talk that old school talk to these niggas, these new niggas, then you got to do it for all your rounds, bro. That's got to be the theme through your rounds. You can use some more punches. I mean, listen, let me say this. Everything ain't got to be about punchlines. And like you said, you talk direct, and that's fire. But it's not to say that you didn't have good material for all 3 rounds. I just felt like you could have wrote more. I felt, like I said, in the first, I felt like you took your foot off the gas. Like you just was like, I'm gonna have a regular round here. I'm gonna cheat my way through the second, and I'm gonna unleash all this shit in the third. That's how I felt. I felt like it was more opportunity, more room there for you to do more in the first 2 rounds and make it not close. Like I said, I don't feel like Cuban wrote great shit. He had moments in each round where some of his material was great, but it was definitely opportunity for you to beat them rounds clearly, and you ain't take advantage of it. So I don't know, man. It's really up to Squeako to make sure that he using all of his strengths. If this is who you are, then use that shit. One thing that made the vets great, my nigga, is they were who they were, and they ain't shy away from it. Verb and these niggas from St. Louis been saying her and over there and all that shit for years, and they ain't changed one syllable or one sound of it. Use that shit, bro. That's what it's there for. That's what God gave you. You know what I'm saying? We want new niggas. We want new talent. Let's get a different feel, a different vibe. Go to that shit. Play on that shit. As far as the grade, again, I feel like this was an even matchup, bro. I felt like Squeako was also a B+. I feel like he don't have a whole lot of aggression. That could work in his favor if he decided to incorporate it. He don't have a whole lot of wordplay. That could work in his favor if he ever decided to add that to his game. But he hasn't. So I just feel like it's just a B+. He's not in that A range as far as I'm concerned. End of the day, the battle itself was a good battle. I like what I saw. But both of these niggas got some stuff they can touch up on that'll change their status amongst this group right here. That's all I got for y'all, man. Another episode of Raise the Stock under my belt, episode 9. Next up, man, listen. This nigga None. I tried to tell y'all niggas the last time I reviewed his battle versus Burt Bucks. This nigga different, man. We gonna talk about None. We gonna talk about my nigga Skates. Me and Skates chopped it up on Twitter. He had some stuff to say, and I was like, yeah, he already understand, but I'm gonna still say it anyway. We gonna talk episode 10, None versus Skates. We gonna chop it up. But for now, I'm gonna leave y'all the same way I always do, my nigga. I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same. Hey, yo, Posey! My motherfucking lope. Take us home, cuz.
Please don't unplug the game.